And a very good Monday morning to you. Americans heading into a record Thanksgiving travel rush.
And the weather is not cooperating. It's November 24th. This is today. Rough start.
There was just no place to maneuver. It was pretty crazy.
A computer outage shutting down a terminal at JFK as the busiest Thanksgiving travel week ever expected gets underway. Severe storms in other parts of the country also causing delays and more tough weather in the forecast. We have everything you need to know, including Al's parade forecast. Push for peace. Officials from the U.S. and Ukraine signaling progress in new talks to end Russia's war.
We've had probably the most productive and meaningful meeting so far.
The president setting a Thanksgiving Day deadline for a deal and dismissing President Zelensky's objections to losing territory.
Then he can continue to fight his little heart out.
We are live in Geneva, where negotiations continue today. Breaking overnight, captured the woman convicted in the infamous Slender Man stabbing of her classmate as a teenager, back in custody after escaping from a group home. What we've learned about her time on the run and how police tracked her down. Show of support. The Kennedy family rallies around JFK's granddaughter Tatiana after she reveals her battle with a rare and terminal cancer. The young mother's emotional message and call to action. Those stories plus awesome. Wicked for Good shatters box office records as it opens to the delight of fans.
I have been changed for good.
An inside look at the Hollywood history it just made. And California Love.
It brings down Devontae Adams. Got another one.
LA dominates Tampa Bay on Sunday Night Football, their 6th win in a row to become a Super Bowl favorite. And we've got all the highlights today, Monday, November 24th, 2025.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin. Live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Well, that is a pretty shot. The sun's coming up over Manhattan. It's Monday morning. Glad you're starting this perhaps short week with us.
Yes, indeed. By the way, you know how we know it's almost Thanksgiving? Take a look at the crowd on the plaza. It is always packed during the holiday week. A lot of folks in town for the big parade on Thursday.
Oh, we've got some parade revelers right there. Yeah. And, of course, they're just a small portion of the record-setting 82 million Americans who are expected to travel in the coming days. Nearly 18 million of them set to pass through TSA checkpoints. So here's a look this morning inside a very busy Newark airport.
Of course, the majority of folks are driving, and they're finding some good news at the pump this year. The national average for gas, right now, it's at $3.07 a gallon. That's about the same as last Thanksgiving.
Well, let's get to it. If you're driving or flying, your major concern is probably the weather. Some storms in the south this morning, and a strong system set to impact the Midwest over the next few days. Don't you worry, Mr. Roker's all over this. He'll have the forecast, but let's get started with NBC's Ryan Chandler. It is a soggy Dallas this morning. I'm not going to say anything about that game either. Hi, Ryan. Good morning.
Savannah, good morning. And soggy is right. You see some travelers already getting drenched here as they unload their luggage here at DFW. And the concern is this is only going to get worse. This storm sweeping east over the next 2 days, bringing potential travel trouble all the way from Texas to New York, just as millions of us are just trying to get home for Thanksgiving dinner. This morning, severe storms threatening to complicate what's set to be the busiest Thanksgiving travel rush ever, with AAA predicting a record-breaking 82 million Americans on the move. The weather could create chaos, from dangerous driving conditions to flight delays.
My only plan is to leave extra early just in case anything unexpected happens.
It's going to be crazy.
Overnight, Dallas drenched by the same storm system that flooded parts of Southern California over the weekend. Another 7 million Americans in the central U.S. are under flood alerts today. JFK Airport in New York already off to a turbulent start after a system outage shut down one of its terminals, forcing passengers to wait in lines for nearly 2 hours.
There was just no place to maneuver. It was pretty crazy.
Airports are anticipating 18 million passengers, the most in 15 years. Bouncing back from the government shutdown, TSA agents say they're ready.
It's like our Super Bowl. There's going to be wait times regardless. I mean, even with having all our staffing back, but we're going to do our best to minimize the length of the wait time.
What do travelers need to know to stay safe and stay sane this holiday rush?
Hiccups can happen at any point, whether it's over Thanksgiving or at any point in the year. So we want people to be prepared with what I like to call a Plan B flight or just alternate transport options if you need to make those changes last minute.
This year, with gas prices steady at $3 a gallon, 90% of travelers are opting to drive over the holiday.
So our biggest piece of advice if you are driving is to get out early.
And Savannah, let's say you just want to avoid this altogether. You just want to hit the roads. Well, experts say the roads are going to be busier than usual, later in the day than usual. So the piece of advice is to always leave earlier if you can, Savannah.
Very sound advice, Ryan, up and early for us in Dallas. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Roker, all eyes on you. Already some severe weather, huh?
Yeah, we are talking about some severe weather. Good morning, everybody. You can see this line of thunderstorms from southern Missouri all the way into Dallas right now, going to cause some airport delays already. 9 million people at risk, wind gusts of 60 miles per hour, hail, and tornadoes possible. So we're going to be watching that today. And with all this heavy rain, some places 3 to 4 inches, we could be looking at flash flooding. Okay, so for today, East Coast pretty good. Severe storms, though, in the plains. So airport delays, Dallas, Houston. We've got green lights up and down the East Coast, West Coast as well, although we do have a risk of some delays in Portland and Seattle. Go to the roads, the Northwest, heavy rain and snow for I-90. We're looking at some wet weather from I-35 down to I-30 with those thunderstorms and water on the roadways. For tomorrow, for Wednesday, I should say, showers in the Northeast, snow and wind, lots of sunshine, Texas, so no problems there. You can see most of the map. We've got green, although some delays possible. D.C. down to Atlanta, Seattle, Portland. Look for delays as well. The roads, same for I-90, I-5. It's a little wet along I-95 on Wednesday. Then Thanksgiving Day, hopefully you're where you've got to be, sunny and mild. Some snow along I-75 up in the UP of Michigan and parts of Wisconsin. We're looking at Great Lakes lake effect snow along I-90. I-5 will see wet weather as well, guys. So right now things are going to be a problem in the Northwest. Yeah. However, big winds coming, and that may affect the Thanksgiving Day parade. We'll look at that in a little bit.
Real cliffhanger there. I'll talk to you in a minute. Another major story this morning, the push for peace in Ukraine. New talks underway in Geneva between U.S. and Ukrainian officials. The two sides citing progress as they work to refine a proposal that's raised concerns from European allies and U.S. lawmakers. NBC's Richard Engel is in Geneva for us. Richard, good morning.
Go. Good morning, Savannah. From Geneva, a city that has long been synonymous with diplomacy, and talks are now underway here. President Trump has said that he wants Ukraine to agree to the terms of a peace deal by Thanksgiving. But critics and many Ukrainians say the deal favors Russia.
After President Trump set a Thanksgiving deadline to end the deadliest war in Europe since World War II, his top foreign policy team, led by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, arrived in Geneva to meet with Ukrainian officials.
I feel very optimistic that we can get something done here because we made a tremendous amount of progress today.
But as the talks were underway, Russian attacks on Ukrainian civilians were unrelenting, with new drone strikes in the eastern city of Kharkiv. Russia, so far, isn't taking part in the Switzerland talks, which appear mainly to be putting pressure on Ukraine. Secretary Rubio suggested a deal may not come together by Thanksgiving, the president's preferred deadline. President Trump was asked this weekend what would happen if Zelensky doesn't agree by then.
Then he can continue to fight his little heart out.
Trump posting on social media that Ukraine leadership has expressed zero gratitude for our efforts.
You have to be thankful.
It's the same jab President Trump used to embarrass President Zelensky in the Oval Office earlier this year. Zelensky once again responded, saying overnight he is grateful for U.S. support, mentioning Trump by name. But Zelensky refused to commit to the 28-point deal, which even some of Trump's Republican allies say reflects Vladimir Putin's demands for ending the war. While not finalized, the peace proposal would require Ukraine to hand over the vast Donbas region to Moscow, including territory Ukraine still controls. Ukraine would have to shrink its armed forces, give up certain weapons, and remain neutral in security alliances, in exchange for Russia giving up very little.
European countries have put forward their own detailed peace plan, which is reportedly more favorable to Ukraine. Savannah?
Richard Engel in Geneva, thank you very much.
Meanwhile, here at home, there's new fallout from that announcement that's rocked Washington. Marjorie Taylor Greene, a former loyal ally of President Trump, says she will resign from Congress after a public feud, both speaking out over the weekend, addressing Greene's decision and her future as well. NBC's senior White House correspondent Garrett Haake has that story for us. Garrett, good morning.
Hey, Craig, good morning. And look, in a span of just a few weeks, Greene went from a top Trump ally to a vocal congressional critic. And now she says she's headed home to Georgia with no future political plans. It comes after the president continues to face criticism for his forceful response to Democrats who've questioned his orders to the military, and after an Oval Office meeting with another rival that stunned the political world for its friendliness. This morning, President Trump escalating attacks on Democrats and saying his own party is united in the face of a high-profile departure.
I'll be resigning from office with
after Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene's decision to step down in January, a surprising twist for the one-time MAGA star, who had been one of Mr. Trump's loudest defenders, before a bitter feud with the president culminated with her support for the release of the Jeffrey Epstein files.
Standing up for American women who were raped at 14 years old, trafficked and used by rich, powerful men should not result in me being called a traitor and threatened by the President of the United States, whom I fought for.
Yesterday, Greene denying rumors that she could run for president in a lengthy post, while Trump attempting to shrug off any whispers of division in his party, calling Greene and other Republicans who disagree with him lowlifes, and writing, "The Republican Party has never been so united as it is right now," while reassuring Republicans, Trump overnight continuing to go after 6 Democrats with an online barrage, reposting comments on social media calling them traitorous, and this AI-generated image of the Democrats behind bars. The lawmakers released a video last week urging military and intelligence officers to refuse unlawful orders from the administration.
You can refuse illegal orders.
Last week, the president accusing them of seditious behavior, saying their actions could be punishable by death. But it comes as reaction continues to a much friendlier tone Trump struck on Friday with a different opponent.
Congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
Meeting in the Oval Office with New York City's mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani, a Democratic socialist who'd traded attacks with Trump throughout his campaign.
Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
That's okay. You can just say yes. Okay. That's easier.
Mamdani discussing the meeting Sunday on Meet the Press.
Because I'm not coming into the Oval Office to make a point or make a stand. I'm coming in there to deliver for New Yorkers.
And meanwhile, this morning, Garrett, there's some major news about Elon Musk's White House initiative, the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE.
Yeah, Craig, for all intents and purposes, DOGE is done. The Department of Government Efficiency as an actual entity within the federal government is no more. That's according to the government's top HR official, who confirmed over the weekend that 8 months ahead of the date it was supposed to wrap up under the executive order that created it, DOGE is over. The Elon Musk-led agency, you'll remember, axed tens of thousands of jobs from the federal government in the early months of this year, but it lost quite a bit of its mojo when Musk himself left the government in May. He said at the time that DOGE would continue as an office in the government and as kind of a governing philosophy, but now that office is closed. Craig?
All right. Garrett Haake from the White House. Garrett, thank you.
Breaking overnight, a woman convicted in the infamous Slender Man stabbing case is back in custody after escaping from a group home in Wisconsin. Her disappearance sparking a day-long manhunt. NBC's Emily Aketa is here with details. Emily, good morning.
Good morning. Police confirmed to NBC News overnight that Geyser was found sleeping at an Illinois truck stop with another adult and was taken into custody without resistance. Her capture coming 24 hours after fleeing that group home in Wisconsin.
This morning, the end of a frantic search. Morgan Geyser, one of the schoolgirls behind the horrific 2014 Slender Man stabbing, taken into custody overnight in Illinois after police say she escaped a Wisconsin group home. Authorities say the now 23-year-old Geyser cut off an ankle monitoring bracelet and fled the home Saturday night, traveling with an adult acquaintance who has not been publicly identified.
She said she was stabbed multiple times.
The infamous attack took place 11 years ago when Geyser and a friend lured a 6th grade classmate, Peyton Leitner, to a park in Waukesha after a sleepover. Geyser stabbed Leitner at least 19 times, who miraculously survived. All 3 girls were just 12 years old at the time.
Keeping our children safe is more challenging now than in years past.
According to their defense attorneys, the children believed they had to attack their friend to please Slender Man, a faceless fictional killer that had a large online following at the time and later became the basis of a 2018 horror film. Following a high-profile trial, Geyser originally pled guilty to attempted first-degree murder, but that plea was later vacated and she was found not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect and sentenced to 40 years in a mental institution. She recalled the attack in court 3 years later.
And what part of her body did you stab her?
Everywhere.
Do you know how many times you did it?
19.
Over the summer, a judge approved her conditional release to a group home where she fled from this weekend. Before her capture, her family and her lawyer urging her to stop running.
Obviously, it's in her best interest to turn herself in immediately.
And before Geyser's capture overnight, the family of the victim told NBC News Peyton Leitner was safe and that they were working with law enforcement. Police tell us Geyser will be extradited to a county jail, guys.
Emily, thank you very much.
Let's turn to the NFL here for a moment and the team that has now established itself as the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl. We are talking about those L.A. Rams. They faced off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last night on Sunday Night Football.
Mayfield fires. Did he hang on? Durant took it away. Durant's on the run. Down the sideline. Kobe Durant looking to cut inside. Touchdown.
Just snatched it from him. Snatched it. Kobe Durant there with a 50-yard interception return for the touchdown. But let's not forget about the Rams offense. Matthew Stafford, not one, not two, 3 of those. 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Rams winning it easily, 34-7. They move on to 9-2 on the season. They look good last night.
They sure did. Much more ahead. Let's get a check of the weather.
All right, really quickly, folks. Good morning. We've got that severe storm activity down through Texas and into the lower Mississippi River Valley. Chilly but beautiful in the east. We've got sunny skies in the southwest. This cold front, this is going to be a big weather maker. We're going to tell you about that in the next half hour. But we're going to get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds. At 7:30, back with Carson, also back with an early taste of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Ladies and gentlemen, the Spirit of America dancers there on the plaza.
I love that. That's just one of the talented groups, of course, you'll be seeing on Thursday morning. We're going to have a lot more on the parade, more sneak peek at the performances all throughout the morning. We'll gear up for that big event, which, of course, you'll be at the center of.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. Lots of news to get to. And we're going to start this half hour with a heartbreaker of a story and an emotional new essay from John F. Kennedy's granddaughter, opening up about her health, her future. NBC's Stephanie Goss joins us with more. Stephanie, good morning.
Hey, guys, good morning. Tatiana Schlossberg, a 35-year-old mother of 2 and the daughter of Caroline Kennedy, is revealing she's been battling a very rare and terminal type of leukemia for over a year and a half. In a very personal essay, she discusses her diagnosis and the deep pain she feels that her illness is adding to a long line of Kennedy tragedies. A new tragedy for America's most famous political family. Tatiana Schlossberg revealing that she's dying at 35 years old from an aggressive type of blood cancer, and that doctors say she has just a year to live. Schlossberg, the daughter of Caroline Kennedy and granddaughter of former President John F. Kennedy, says doctors made the discovery in May 2024 after a routine blood test following the birth of her second baby. I wasn't sick. I didn't feel sick, Schlossberg writes. I had a son whom I loved more than anything and a newborn I needed to take care of. This could not possibly be my life. The young mother sharing her story in The New Yorker, also writing about her family, whose legacy she has praised over the years.
While my grandfather had reverence for the past, he also knew that America was a country where change was possible.
The 35-year-old now expressing her sadness that she's adding another chapter to the family's long line of tragedy and the pain it will cause her mother, Caroline. Writing, now I have added a new tragedy to her life, to our family's life, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. Her diagnosis, acute myeloid leukemia, is known as AML.
People with AML might experience some symptoms that are pretty common, symptoms such as fatigue, sometimes abnormal bleeding. But there are a number of cases of patients who have had no symptoms whatsoever.
In the essay, Schlossberg is critical of her cousin HHS Secretary RFK Jr. for cutting funding to critical cancer research, calling it an embarrassment to me and the rest of my immediate family. Schlossberg has largely stayed out of the spotlight, instead focusing on her career as an environmental journalist.
I think it's important for everyone to serve in the way that suits their strength.
Her cousin, Maria Shriver, now writing, let it be a reminder to be grateful for the life you are living today. Now Schlossberg says her focus is enjoying the time she has left with her family. Writing, mostly I try to live and be with them now. Being in the present is harder than it sounds.
Mm-hmm. This just breaks your heart. I mean, if you haven't had a chance to read this essay, I mean, it's beautifully told, but also has some real wake-up calls in it in terms of what's going on. How is her family handling? So she's got these little kids.
Yeah, they're very young. Her son's 3, her daughter's a year and a half. She spends a good portion of this essay thanking her family, her husband, George, specifically, her siblings, Rose and Jack, as well as her parents for being there. This has been an incredibly painful year and a half, it sounds from her description. She also spends some time saying this is a call to action. She has a kind of cancer that research is really making progress on, but she says that funding has been cut by her cousin, and she wants people to pay attention to it.
And I love what she says about nurses, too. I mean, it's just a beautiful essay. I think
really
everybody should read it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Steph. All right, still ahead. I got to take a turn here. We're going to go live to the National Zoo this morning because we've been told to expect some very, very big news just a short time from now.
Well, we could use that. But first, Wicked for Good defying a recent trend in Hollywood during its big opening weekend. Chanel Jones, live in Studio 1A up early. Hi, Chanel.
Good morning, guys. The film's second chapter crushed it at the box office. We'll take you inside its record-shattering debut and the excitement felt by fans everywhere. Right after this.
Popular. You're gonna be popular.
Welcome back. This morning, in depth today, we are exploring the instant success of Wicked for Good.
The highly anticipated film absolutely dominated its opening weekend, leading the box office and, of course, breaking records.
I mean, you saw it this weekend. I saw it this weekend.
I know. For my third time.
Yeah.
I think I need to settle down.
No.
Okay, well, as you know, Wicked for Good is the second installment in the beloved musical franchise. And during a time when many films are struggling to succeed at the box office, you could say Wicked is, well, defying gravity. That's the tune Hollywood's box office is singing this morning after a record-breaking performance by Wicked for Good over the weekend.
Couldn't be happier, right, dear? Couldn't be happier.
The hit film smashing records with $150 million at North American theaters and more than $200 million globally.
No way. I'm obsessulated.
Beating Wicked's first chapter from last year for the biggest global opening for a stage musical adaptation.
Think of what we could do together.
The movie also creating a social media sensation.
I've been changed for good.
With Ariana Grande as Glinda and Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba, it's a mystical matchup, with the pair telling Today their off-screen friendship is just as magical.
What do you think it is about what you have, the connection? How would you describe it?
Well, it's like opposite sides of the same coin. And so I think
we each have something the other can love and can see in themselves. And we're just honest with each other.
And fans are feeling the chemistry, with Rotten Tomatoes popcorn meter holding at 95%, and moviegoers getting all decked out in Wicked wear, turning it into an all-out event.
Something wicked this way comes.
And the reaction? A roller coaster of love and tears.
This is me before Wicked for Good. This is me after Wicked for Good.
Oh, babe. Wicked's success comes at a pivotal time for Hollywood, with many movies struggling at the box office this year and ticket sales way down.
The issue has been with some of these smaller films, even some of them boasting big stars, those movies just didn't connect with audiences, at least in theaters.
Movie critics say Wicked for Good is striking a nerve because it's got all the ingredients for a perfect potion.
I think a big lesson for Hollywood is if you create movies for everyone, you can draw huge numbers of people to movie theaters. Having great stars in the mix, a PG rating, holiday time, it was a perfect recipe for success.
As with the first film, women powered opening weekend, making up about 70% of ticket buyers. Theaters are hoping this kicks off a big home stretch for movies over the holidays. I was in D.C. this weekend, and I will tell you, I thought it was interesting. They had like a step and repeat outside of the theater. There were men, women, boys, girls. I mean, it was like it crossed the gamut of people who wanted to just take a picture
My
and
9-year-old
post a
daughter,
selfie.
she had her birthday party on Friday, and she had 25 of her friends all there sitting there singing along, and she loved it.
There you go.
Loved it.
If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, exactly.
Clearly.
It's an event.
It's an event.
Yeah, and it's fun.
Mr. Roker, we're looking at some wind. We're looking at some warmth.
That's right. We may have a major wind event as we head toward Thanksgiving. Good morning, everybody. We've got some nice warmth, though, ahead of that. Kansas City today, 54, 70 in Lubbock. Looking at Atlanta with 72. Cleveland, you're going to be even getting in on the warmth with temperatures in the low 50s. Tomorrow, that warmth spreads to the east. Dover looking at 60 for a high. Tampa, 84. Dallas, 70. However, we're going to be looking at colder air coming in with a cold front pushing through. Chicago, you're going to be only in the 30s by Friday, low 40s in New York City, 60s in New Orleans. Why? Cold front's going to push through. Already high wind warnings and advisories as you make your way out into the plains. Well, these wind gusts are going to be moving east by Thursday, where we may see wind gusts of 36 to 40 miles per hour in New York City. Watertown, 39 mile per hour gusts, 35 in Detroit. Indianapolis, windy as well. So that could cause some airport delays and even some problems for the balloons. On Thursday, we'll be talking to Will Koss, the parade director, a little bit later. We'll find out from him. Cool highs today in the northeast, sunny skies out west, severe storms in the lower Mississippi River Valley into Texas. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. That's your latest weather. Hashtag PSSP.
All right, let's get to your Pop Start sneak peek this morning. Variety is out with a list of the 100 best comedies, the ranking created by Variety editors and critics. It goes back over a century in the movie business, as you're about to see. We don't have time for all 100. Let's just break it down and do the top 10. I've made a career of counting backwards, so let's continue that. Starting with Bill Murray, the classic Groundhog Day. Then it's Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein. Then 1996, the most recent film in the top 10, by the way, Fargo. How about the Marx Brothers with Duck Soup?
Yes.
Coming in at number 6 is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Next up, Waiting for Guffman, followed by Charlie Chaplin's The Great Dictator. Then Annie Hall. In the number 2 spot, it's Some Like It Hot. Anybody want to guess the top
airplane
spot?
Airplane.
Roll it. Close.
You familiar with that face?
I don't know. My memory ain't so great.
Oh, yeah? Maybe this will refresh your memory.
I don't know. It's still kind of hazy.
How about this?
Yeah, I remember him. I used to see him around. Why do you want to know?
I can't tell you that.
Well, maybe this will help.
I really don't think I should.
Yeah, you still don't think so?
All right, his name is Nordberg. He's a cop.
He was no cop. He was dealing H.
Leslie Nielsen, Naked Gun for the win.
They're not here for you. They're here for
By the way, some honorable mentions. Al, one of your favorites, I think, and mine, The Jerk.
Oh, yeah.
92 on the list. Blazing Saddles, classic, 72 on the list.
Should be higher.
Elf, 34.
Okay.
More recently, Superbad, number 20.
Okay.
And what else? Caddyshack, 22.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like a list that we could actually get.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It'll be a good Christmas, holiday. Just watch the best comedy. Just try to get through all 100.
I like that. The rest of Pop Start coming up in just a bit. First, though, a boost from JBH.
That's right. Do you ever worry about what your kids tell their teachers about you? You might be surprised when you see the morning boost. But first, these messages.
We're back with a top recruit for the rugby team, Jenna Bush Hager.
No, you're right. I'm dressed like my 5-year-old son. Okay, this one is for the parents of little ones. We're about to send them off to school this morning. You're probably packing them up. A pre-K teacher is going viral for revealing exactly how much her students love to brag about their families. Take a listen.
The way you are obsessed with your children and you go to work and you tell people about your children and how awesome and amazing they are, your children feel the same way about you. They come to preschool and they tell me about you. They say things like, my mommy's an artist. Maybe they saw you do one craft project. They saw it, they noticed it. They're really proud of you. I swear to you, they are as obsessed with you as you are with them. I remember dropping my kids off.
I needed that little boost.
I needed
that preschool teacher.
How come there are no 6th grade teachers?
The
Middle school tweens.
Teacher doesn't have much to say. I don't think our teens are going in and bragging about us.
I know.
I just love when your kids fill out those sheets, it's like Mad Libs on you. Like their version of what you do, how old you are.
Correct.
It's so cute.
It is so great.
That was a good one, guys. Thank you, Jenna. All right, coming up, Savannah, you're going to love this one. Pope Leo, the leader of the Catholic Church, of course, Wordle Master.
Wow.
On Pop Start, what His Holiness is revealing about the popular game and his secret to success. A pipeline to God. Divine intervention, perhaps?
Seriously.
We'll find out after.
7-letter word. It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, holiday getaway. Millions of Americans getting ready to hit the roads and the skies ahead of what is set to be the busiest Thanksgiving travel rush ever.
My only plan is to leave extra early just in case anything unexpected happens.
Could severe weather deliver some travel troubles? We've got everything you need to know. Then Thanks and Giving. Just ahead, our annual series highlighting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
There are no doctors here, no nurses, no medicine.
Oh, they're not even allowed on this area.
No. This is playtime.
With a tour from Marlo Thomas of the hospital's new spot, offering healing and hope to some very special kids. And elephant in the room, breaking news from the National Zoo in D.C. One of its elephants is expecting. The announcement that is decades in the making and a major breakthrough for conservation efforts.
This fetus probably weighs somewhere between 150 and 175 pounds.
Our exclusive sneak peek straight ahead. All that plus the Pope spreads the good Wordle.
I use a different word for Wordle every day.
A first look at the final season of Stranger Things.
We have a plan. It's a bit insane.
And this little piggy got arrested.
What is your name?
It's all ahead today, Monday, November 24th, 2025. Welcome back to Today. Nice to have you along with us on a Monday morning. Let's just hang right there. This is an awesome holiday crowd filling up our entire plaza, and right there in the distance, the beautiful Rockefeller Christmas tree, which we will light, about 10 days.
10 days from now. Yep. Plaza's going to be packed all week with folks who are coming in town to celebrate Thanksgiving for the parade as well. By the way, if you're getting ready to cook for Thanksgiving, you'll definitely want to come back tomorrow because Vicki Wynn's going to break down all of the safety tips to keep in mind as you prepare for that feast. Yep, it's an annual tradition.
Oh my God, it looks like my kitchen when I try to cook.
We show people every year destroying a turkey. So we're going to help you avoid that, especially if you're frying a turkey for the first time.
Yeah, okay, thank you. All right, busy morning, lots to get to. We'll get to your news 8 o'clock. We begin with the Thanksgiving travel rush. Off to a rough start in some parts of the country, stormy weather in the south, and a computer outage at JFK Airport here in New York. That sagged things up. Al's going to have the forecast in a moment, but first, NBC's Ryan Chandler in Dallas with the latest. Ryan, good morning.
Savannah, good morning from a wet DFW. A lot of travel snags already starting this potentially record-setting holiday rush. You see some passengers dodging the rain as they're unloading their luggage here. Already this morning in Dallas, FlightAware is tracking about half of flights here in and out of Dallas are delayed or canceled. Treat this as a bellwether of things to come. The problem with this storm system is it starts here and sweeps east over some major airport hubs. Today, it's Dallas, Memphis, Little Rock. Come Tuesday and Wednesday, we could see similar problems, travel delays from Chicago to Charlotte, Atlanta, New York, and D.C. So if you're planning to travel by highways or the skies, leave early. Plan alternate means of travel, as we all just plan to get home safe and sane in time for Thanksgiving dinner. Savannah.
All right, Ryan, thank you.
Not just safe, but sane too, Ryan. Good call. Mr. Roker standing by. We saw the rain there in Dallas.
That's right, and you can see it now stretching from Missouri all the way into Texas. There are going to be those airport delays, a real mess, a risk of damaging winds, hail, tornadoes possible from Jackson to Houston, Lufkin, where El Dorado. We're going to be watching that very closely. Flooding also a problem possibly from Shreveport, Paris, down to Lufkin, Memphis, 3 to 4 inches of rain. Now, travel today, a real mess down there. Sunshine up and down the East Coast. So airports look pretty good. St. Louis could be a problem. Obviously, Dallas, Houston, Pacific Northwest may see a few problems. Again, I-5 may see a little wet weather driving. I-44, I-30, big problems with all those storms. Tomorrow, I should say Wednesday, snow and windy up around the Great Lakes. So that's going to be a slowdown for Minneapolis, Chicago, Atlanta, Washington, Chicago, maybe a little problem. Also, Pacific Northwest, more problems there. That's where I-90, I-5, if you're driving, going to be problems. I-90 here in Buffalo, on up into Bangor. We're looking along I-95 for scattered showers. And then Thanksgiving Day, lake effect snow, heavy rain and wind in the Pacific Northwest. Those are going to be our travel troubles. We're looking for rain and mountain snows there. Good travel through much of the country. Some lake effect snow, guys, Thanksgiving Day. But for the most part, travel should be pretty good if you are already where you are on Thanksgiving.
Okay, some good news there. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, thank you. Some sad news from the music world this morning. Reggae legend Jimmy Cliff has died at the age of 81.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone.
Oh, that's probably the song he's best known for. I Can See Clearly Now. It was a cover. Other hits included Wonderful World and Beautiful People. The Jamaican music legend was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2010. His wife has released a statement saying to all his fans around the world, please know that your support was his strength throughout his whole career. He really appreciated each and every fan for their love.
He will be missed. All right. There's some trouble brewing on Hawaii's Kilauea volcano once again. The USGS, the United States Geological Survey, they've issued a new orange alert warning residents and visitors that lava flows are increasing there. It says another fountaining episode could come at any moment. Those eruptions emit sulfur dioxide gas, which can cause some respiratory problems for a lot of folks. Kilauea, on the Big Island of Hawaii, is one of the world's most active volcanoes.
Well, police in New Jersey say it was not easy, but they finally tracked down their suspect after a harrowing chase. And here's the perpetrator, a horse that police nicknamed Seabiscuit. They're not releasing its real name to protect the innocent parties involved. With the animal on the loose, this was in Monroe Township. Responding officers say they learned the hard way. Guess what? Turns out you're not faster than a horse. But they say thanks to some teamwork, they were able to safely corral their fugitive and return Seabiscuit, not his real name, to its owner.
Good for the horse.
Yeah.
Oh, why the long face, Carson?
What?
Get it?
Oh, yeah, I got it. Horse joke. Got it.
I got
Thanks,
it.
Craig. Guys, coming up on Popstar, we've got the final Stranger Things trailer that you need to see before the last episodes start arriving on Netflix.
All right, then, speaking of animals, we're live at the National Zoo with breaking news. Moments ago, we learned that one of its elephants is expecting.
Wow.
Ryan Nobles with all the details, the exclusive look at the milestone 2 decades in the making and where that elephant is registered this morning, right after this.
Oh, we are back. We're back at 8:10. We're back with a little breaking news here on Monday morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a major announcement coming in from the National Zoo.
That's
Just
right.
a short time ago.
Yeah, one of its elephants is expecting a major breakthrough for the zoo's conservation efforts, and we're getting an exclusive sneak peek of the baby through a remarkable elephant ultrasound. Wow.
NBC's Ryan Nobles joins us from the elephant enclosure with the new mama and the excitement that surrounds this announcement. Ryan, good morning.
Hey, Carson, good morning. And if you can see behind me, that's Spike. That's actually the baby's daddy. Nee Lin, who is the baby's mama, is 12 years old. She's hidden back there somewhere behind Spike. Spike's a pretty big guy, as you can see. We got to meet Nee Lin last week. As I mentioned, she's 12 years old. She's never been pregnant before. Zoo officials expect her to give birth sometime this winter. And when it happens, it will be the first time it's happened at the National Zoo in 25 years. It is a pregnancy announcement a quarter century in the making.
There are no words, really, to describe how excited we are to welcome a new addition here at the zoo.
Nee Lin, a 12-year-old elephant, is having a baby. A major breakthrough for the conservation of Asian elephants, which are endangered, with fewer than 50,000 estimated to be living in the wild. So any pregnancy is a big deal, but for one to happen in a zoo is rare and could lead to more. Dr. Donald Neefer leads a team of veterinarians responsible for the National Zoo's elephant herd's care.
This is huge, and certainly for our facility, we haven't had a baby on the ground for quite some time.
Nee Lin bred with the zoo's only bull elephant, Spike, a longtime D.C. resident. Since then, it's been an exhaustive process of making sure the baby is healthy. And many of the ways they check on Nee Lin are much like what human moms go through.
How similar is this to an ultrasound that a human mom would get?
It's very similar. The only thing is, in a human, you can see the entire fetus, where we see small portions of this fetus.
We were there as Nee Lin's caretakers coaxed her over for an elephant ultrasound.
Yeah, just to kind of keep her calm.
Like it helps her know it's kind of a safe space. She's so expressive.
The expectant mama has done this before and is gently taken care of as the ultrasound is conducted. Tony Barthel and Robbie Clark are curators at the National Zoo and oversee the management of the elephant herd, which includes teaching them to voluntarily participate in their care, a process that sets the stage for these ultrasounds.
As you watch that ultrasound, Nee Lin was being reinforced with lots of her favorite food items. And through repetition and practice, we're allowed to get ourselves to where we need to be through that ultrasound monitoring. But that allows us to do everything from skin care, tooth care, the ultrasounds.
Because she is so big and her calf is so big, it requires taking the internal picture from multiple different angles. And even then, it only gives her veterinarians, like Dr. James Steele, a small sample of the growing fetus.
This fetus probably weighs somewhere between 150 and 175 pounds, and a full-term human fetus weighs 7 pounds.
Right.
So, like, it's just the size that we don't get a full elephant image at this stage of gestation.
But today, the pictures look good.
Everything's looking positive in regards to where the fetus is positioned and how it looks on ultrasound.
And her team is confident, despite all the challenges, that the baby will make it to term.
Everything right now is pointing to we expect a normal delivery.
Which means it's time to baby-proof the elephant enclosure.
Just like I did with my kids.
Exactly. Just put that on a much larger scale.
Which hasn't been home to a little one in more than 2 decades.
We have to think about gaps that are less than a foot wide throughout our facility that a young newborn calf could slip through.
A monumental moment, and one that will provide invaluable research and support to Asian elephants all over the world.
The tools we're able to develop here and the science we're able to do here has direct implications to those other populations.
And of course, and now it's time to answer that question. I'm sure everyone back in Studio 1A is asking. Let's address the elephant in the womb. Yeah. Is this baby a boy?
Thank you.
Is this baby a boy?
Well, Carson's got some theories.
You're welcome. What is it? Is this baby a boy or a girl? Well, we do not have the answer to that question quite yet. As we talked about in this story, the ultrasound only gives us a small slice of the picture of this enormous calf that is inside the mama's baby, her belly. So we're going to have to wait until the baby is born to find out if it is a she or a he, and that's going to happen here in the next couple of months.
But Ryan, is it possible the baby could move around in the next ultrasound and they might be able to have a sort of gender reveal?
It's probably not likely that they'll be able to determine the gender before the baby is born.
Well, Carson
but what's
can't
interesting,
wait.
guys, is that They will, when it gets closer to the baby being born, they will actually do ultrasounds every single day leading up to its birth. So this is something that Neelan's going to go through quite a bit leading up until the baby's birth.
Okay.
Fascinating.
All right,
Ryan, thank you so much.
Okay, Thanksgiving just 3 days away. Preparations for the 99th Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in the home stretch. We're celebrating the parade all morning long, and we've got help from the executive producer, Mr. Will Cox. How are you, sir?
Good, Al. How are you?
Great,
Thanks for having
good
me.
to see you. Here's what's happening. I mean, the parade is what's happening. So talk about what's new this year.
This year we have an exciting show. We've got a variety of brand new balloons. We've got K-pop Demon Hunters, Derpy, Sussy are coming. We've got Pop Mart. We've got Labubu, Makoko, all of the things that have taken over 2025 are coming to the parade
I was
this
going to
year.
say, how do you guys are always on the cusp. You have your finger on the pulse of what's hot.
Creativity is exploding within Macy's Studios. Each and every year we've got, as you said, our 99th parade to celebrate this year. So we balance both the history and legacy and creativity since 1924, but we also want to make sure that we're culturally relevant, and we're introducing things like K-pop Demon Hunters and Makoko and Labubu and all the other exciting things to the parade.
And talk about Cynthia Erivo.
Cynthia Erivo, icon, opening the show this year. I can't give away too much, but I do encourage everyone to tune in right at the start of the parade this year.
Let me just say, we just had the forecast, wind gusts 35 to 40 miles per hour. How is that going to affect the balloons?
We're very prepared for any type of weather. Right here behind us, you've got a team of professionals who train all year long to ensure that the balloons are going to fly safely, and we look forward to delivering a full parade on Thanksgiving morning.
Yeah, we cannot wait. Will, it's always
Thank you.
great to see you. Going to see you.
I'll see you there.
Coming up on Thursday morning. We got more parade fun in our next half hour. Of course, you can catch the magic of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on Thursday here on NBC and streaming on Peacock. Craig, I've got your next outfit right here.
Oh, I could see myself.
Oh, yes.
Dressed up as
Thank you.
present. Yeah.
Thank you, Al.
Lindsay would love that.
Oh.
That top would be shut, that's for sure.
What's the opposite of jumping out of a
Yeah,
cage?
exactly.
Get back in.
Are you okay in there, honey?
You know my wife well.
Yeah.
Let's get to Pop Start, guys. We're going to start with Wordle. It turns out the popular New York Times game has a pontifical player. You might remember after Pope Leo's election back in the spring, his brother revealed that the two still play Wordle every day. Well, at a Friday event with the American Catholic young people, Pope Leo shared his strategy for the game.
Oh.
I use a different word for Wordle every day. So there's no set starting word, in case you're wondering.
Is that, now, how many people do that, Sven? Is that a common thing, or do...
Yeah, it's very common to switch it up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and probably a better strategy. But then there are people, like there's ado people who do ado because
That's their word that they- What do you do?
Share. Because I think it's a good Wordle word, but it's also like a good mantra.
Do you ever flip
Share.
it, though, or do you use
No, I
always...
do share every day.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
I think
What about you guys?
starts with the same one every day too. I haven't been playing Wordle. I like I know.
Wow.
I like categories. Don't judge me.
You know, it's the Pope. The Pope
Oh, the
plays.
Pope judged me?
Well, I don't know. Why don't you play? I mean, the Pope
I do
plays.
play. I play. I just haven't in a bit. Okay.
Come on in, Al.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Come on in. Have a seat.
If you did play, would you switch it up every day, or would you use
I
one
did
word?
Ocean.
Ocean,
Ocean,
okay.
yeah.
I would switch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You switch it up?
Yeah.
You're going to heaven, Al. Next up is Stranger Things. The
Hopefully
new
not soon.
trailer is out for the 5th and final season of Netflix's long-running sci-fi series. The fresh batch of episodes are going to drop in 3 parts starting this week. Here's a peek at how the Hawkins gang is handling Vecta one last time.
We have a plan. It's a bit insane.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
No idea, but I think we should find out. Everyone in? I want to see Vecta's heart on a platter.
All right, Stranger Things 5, Volume 1 starts streaming on Wednesday. Next up, Billie Eilish, the 9-time Grammy winner, just wrapped up this epic world tour. Billie Eilish fans at that final show were surprised with an extra treat last night as she announced her highly anticipated concert film is set to premiere on March 20th, but it's not your average music doc. The 3D movie was co-directed by Billie Eilish and Academy Award winner James Cameron.
Wow.
Wow, it all takes place underwater. I'm kidding.
I got it.
Chart topper.
You're the
is
king of the
also-
world.
She has 2 Oscars of her own. That's a great concert. I love that. Speaking of tours that just wrapped up, it's Sabrina Carpenter. Throughout the run of her sold-out short and sweet tour, Carpenter surprised fans with a lineup of celebrity cameos pretending to arrest famous friends for being, quote, too hot. And at last night's final show, her special guest caused a little Muppet mayhem.
Like you, gorgeous, I'd know that face anywhere. Excuse me. What is your name?
Excuse me, Miss Carpenter. Did you say she's being arrested?
Yeah, but it's kind of fake.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna need those. I brought my own, thanks. All right, let's go, Pig.
Oh, but we have like pink ones.
Yeah, no, thank you. I got my own. Yeah, tell it to the judge, sister.
Arresting?
That was her security there. Things were getting a little crazy for Miss Piggy. That was cute. Finally, guys, Hamilton. This year, the Tony-winning Broadway musical celebrates its 10th anniversary. We've got a Popstar exclusive sneak peek at Hamilton's latest project, a new music video from My Shot, honoring the show's connection to New York City. It was filmed right here in the middle of Manhattan with actor Trey Curtis, who currently stars as Hamilton on Broadway.
There we go. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dang, I'm amazing and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard. And with every word I drop knowledge, I'm a diamond in the world.
Feeling that one. That was great. The guy's showing it isn't going anywhere, though, so don't worry if you haven't seen Hamilton yet. Tickets are on sale through September of next year. Oh, wow.
Great.
That's your start, guys.
God, that had a little something for everyone there.
That's right.
Still ahead, guys, a new Shop This list loaded with festive finds to take the stress out of holiday hosting. But first, your local news.
Special preview of the 99th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Rolling on. Live music from the L.D. Bell Blue Raider Band. High schoolers ready to represent their hometown of Hearst, Texas. Thank you, Blue Raiders.
Oh, I love a cheer tunnel.
So do
How
I.
fun, you guys.
Oh, hello, everybody. Good morning.
Big thanks to those guys for being here. We're going to have more of a parade preview in a bit, including performance from the Spirit of America cheerleaders. I just love their routine every year. Also ahead, what do we have?
Marlo Thomas.
That's right. She's here. She's in Memphis this morning for the return of our beloved Thanks and Giving series. It's starting with something new at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital that will help even more families.
Just do such great work. Plus, along with more on the parade, our friend Hank Azaria is stopping by during the third hour. We'll have all the details on his new murder mystery series. And of course, we'll find out what he's up to with his viral Bruce Springsteen cover band.
Okay, and you don't want to miss the fourth hour. 2 words, y'all. Andy Cohen. He's my co-host this morning.
Mayhem
and
ensues.
I know, it's going to be wild. And we're going to be chatting with some big names from Broadway, Jonathan Groff and Daniel Radcliffe.
All right, before we do anything else, Mr. Roker, how about one more check of the weather? It's pretty nice right now.
Beautiful day, nice fall day. Let's show you what we've got for you. We start off Thanksgiving Day, lake effect snow, some rain and wind in the Pacific Northwest, plenty of sunshine along the Gulf. We move along now, look at those interstate impacts. Most of the country pretty good, although the Northwest, rain and mountain snow, Great Lakes, a little lake effect snow. Then Sunday, traveling home, the next storm in out of the Gulf, mid-Mississippi River Valley, airport delays and down through Nashville, Little Rock. Look for Seattle with maybe some delays, St. Louis, Dallas, Houston delays. Up and down the East Coast, though, the airport delays look pretty good. Interstate, I-65, I-20, I-45. As you get into the I-90, Denver, I-25, looking at some snow as well. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
We are back 8:35 with our annual series Thanks and Giving, where we highlight the remarkable work at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
With us live now from Memphis, our dear friend Marlo Thomas. We're gonna talk to Marlo in just a few moments.
But first, NBC's Morgan Radford was recently there with Marlo to tour the hospital's newest facility. Morgan, good morning.
Hey there, guys. Good morning. This place is absolutely spectacular. It's a unique family commons, and it has everything that a child and really a family can want and a little bit more. The space offers a holistic approach to healing, providing comfort and a sense of normalcy between those appointments. I met with Marlo there, who also got some candid feedback directly from the kids.
Bright, beautiful, and filled with childlike wonder. You'd never guess we were standing in the middle of a hospital.
Hey, Morgan.
We met up with Marlo Thomas, the force behind the new Family Commons at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Will you show me around?
Yeah. To see what makes this 45,000 square foot center a haven for some of the sickest kids battling cancer.
It was actually thought of by the parents and the children of what are they missing? A place to play, a place to do art, a place to play music, and even we have a beauty salon.
A beauty salon?
Because hair is very important to kids.
Well, you all are looking stunning today.
Isn't that great?
I want to come sit in this seat with you all.
We have a manicure.
Professional manicure.
Absolutely.
Hello. Oh my, is that clear? Eugene. Look at that.
So I'm going to take you to the art room. The children are so scheduled. What the art does in terms of healing, it gives them back control.
And freedom.
Anything they want. We can even paint on the walls.
You were painting on the walls?
Our main goal is to save a child's life. And after that, give them back a quality of life. We're trying to give them back their childhood.
There's even a music room for budding musicians.
Got a beat?
Over here is our recording studio.
And a creator's room with art, animation, and 3D printers.
What is it?
It's me.
And perhaps the best part?
There are no doctors here, no nurses, no medicine.
Oh, they're not even allowed on this area.
No. This is playtime.
When it came to designing the incredible space, they went straight to the experts.
And then shake our hip, shake our head. What is something you like about St. Jude?
The maker's place in the workshop.
The maker's place, I know, it's pretty great in there.
The 3D printer in there. I like seeing the dogs.
So you were a little scared when you got here. What was scary about it?
When you get a new poke right here, with the armband, spinning so tight, that was the scariest.
For me, I'm having radiation here at St. Jude's. I was mostly scared of the big side effects like fatigue and all that.
What helped you not be scared?
Friends. When?
If you could talk to your cancer, what would you say?
I hate cancer, it's the worst.
That's right.
I also hate cancer. I don't like you and you don't belong here, so get out of here now!
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And you know what? That could work. Along with the chemo, it could work. Does anybody have a question for me?
How did your dad come up with St. Jude?
How did my dad come up with St. Jude? Because there were little kids in his neighborhood who got real sick, and there was no place to go. So he wanted to have a place that was free for all kids.
And in this magical treatment-free zone, they get to stop fighting for just a moment and be free.
Oh, I can't wait for the hug. Wow.
Guys, you heard little Theo there in the end. He told me this is the only place where he completely forgets that he's even in a hospital. And what's really important to remember is that families never receive a single bill for any of this. Not the treatment, not the room and board, not even the transportation.
Morgan, thank you so much. We want to turn to Marlo Thomas, the National Outreach Director for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Marlo, good morning. You're there because you've got this expansion to talk about. St. Jude starting as just a few buildings way back when, and it's really has a much bigger footprint now.
Well, it's so exciting. I'm having a hard time hearing you, but that's a brand new place. our family commons. And it's great because these children, all day long, daily, they're having all these schedules of doctor's appointments and treatments and radiation. This is the one place where they can get back their childhood, to play with other children from around the world and from, of course, this country too. But it's so important. It's a part of the healing. And I want you to know this for sure, that our donors, our wonderful donors, didn't pay 1 cent for this Family Commons. It was entirely paid for by the AbbVie Corporation.
Okay.
That's good to know. Marlo,
can't hear anything.
Yeah, that's
Thank you,
okay, Marlo. Thank you so much.
She'll be back tomorrow. We can talk with her.
Yes, exactly. She's going to have a story of a hidden hero who has brought joy to the St. Jude gift shop for nearly 4 decades.
All right, guys. Meantime, just ahead, are you hoping to be your family's holiday hosting king or queen this year? Adriana Brock is here with a new Shop This list to help you out with that. But first, this is Today on NBC. Yes. We are back and excited with Shop This list. 'Tis the holiday season. There's going to be lots of gatherings and celebrations, and to help deck your halls, we have a brand new roundup of awesome festive hosting finds from Target. And our Guide Shop Today editorial director, Adriana Brock, is here. We're going to fire up that QR code. It's so important. Adriana, that QR code is your gateway to get all these great deals.
It really is.
You just take out your phone, you open up the camera. If you're sitting far away, you can zoom in on it. It'll give you that link to buy these things.
I love that tip. You can zoom in on any phone you have.
You don't have to get up to the TV. You can do it from far. But anyway,
Yes.
what's our first thing we got
we're going to get started because you never want to show up empty-handed when you're going to a gathering this holiday season, right? That's so rude. But Target's making it easier. They've got Harry and David holiday gift baskets. These are really popular online, but you can get them at Target now, and they start at just $20.
Great.
And you get a little bit of everything, the salty, the sweet. You even get these reusable tins or baskets, which makes you so thoughtful when you're coming in.
This is something you can bring to a gathering that they can maybe use in a couple of days if they're having neighbors over. It's always good to have a little holiday gathering all in one basket that you can just whip up some appetizers.
Yes, exactly. And normally these baskets are so expensive, and the shipping can also be expensive. But Target makes it easy because you get that affordable pricing, or you could buy online, pick up in store. Even easier.
They're also just great gifts in general.
Yeah.
Use that QR code, everybody. Get down there. Less than $20. Look at this. It's delicious.
This is beautiful, right? The charcuterie tray, it's all real. So this is the sleigh. So when you're hosting, it's all
talk
about...
slow. This has got my attention.
Okay. When you're hosting, it's all about those details, right? When you're hosting, you want a really beautiful serving tray, a serving board. Look at this sleigh. You get the brass and the wood mix.
Oh, we're selling the sleigh here.
Yes, it's beautiful. But
Gorgeous.
then my favorite hack is to have these Good and Gather charcuterie tray boards hidden in your fridge, so you don't have to even do the prep work. You could just take them out, fill it up, make it look really beautiful, and your guests don't even know that you didn't do any of the prep work.
Wow, that's incredible. What a great
and
idea.
they also have the preserves, which I love. I feel like you can really tell if a host is thinking about things when they have a preserve on their charcuterie tray.
Well, that's fantastic. You mean your charcuterie sleigh?
Yes, a charcuterie sleigh. We all need that. Okay.
All right, next up, the great candles here.
Okay, candelabra. Can we talk about the centerpiece? Because you never know where you're going to put the candles, right? You're like, where do I place them? The candelabra takes the guesswork out of it. And this is a vintage-inspired brass one from Joanna Gaines' line at Target, Hearth and Hand. Really affordable, just under $30. I love the varying heights because you get a little bit of a modern flair. But then the perfect addition is flameless candles.
I mean, I love them.
That you control with the remote. Remember a remote?
We've talked about these before. This technology in these fake candles has gotten incredible lately. It's not a fire hazard anymore. You don't have to worry about them falling out of this thing and lighting your whole table on fire, or if there's kids running around. They're tapered. The little flame flickers. It's an off-white. It looks like a real flame.
Absolutely. And it's even made with real wax to give you that real illusion. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous.
People would pay $50 for that easy, but
and
it's not.
This is $29.99.
There you go. What a deal. Hit the QR code, everybody. What's next?
Next, okay, those little accents around the house when you're trying to do a little decor.
Details, the little details.
Wonder Shop from Target starts at just $5 for home decor.
Right.
So these little trees, $15, you get a 6-pack. The John Darien stockings, this is a beautiful American artist who did a collaboration. $25 for these gorgeous stockings.
Great.
But then my favorite, Featherly Friends. Have you heard about these?
No, what are they?
Okay, if you're a Target shopper, this is one of those, like, if you know things. Before the Labubu, Featherly Friends.
Wow.
$5 for these beautiful holiday-inspired figurines.
And you just collect them.
You collect them. People go
$20
nuts
you
for
have
these. This is my friend Dash. This is Gala. She's all dressed up. And you know what's a really cool hack to do with this? Use them as a place setting for all your guests, so then they go home with a little gift after.
What a great
It's a little
idea.
decor. But these are just like these nice touches that you don't have to spend a lot of money on to make a real big impact.
Excellent.
Okay, last but certainly
There
not
she
least,
is.
there she is, this Alberta spruce. You would think she's real, right?
When I walked in the studio and I saw it, I went, oh, it's awesome. We have a tree in here. And I realized it was fake, but again, you can't tell.
You can't even tell. And the best part is, it's 6.5 feet. It's on sale for Black Friday, which is Target's running deals through Saturday.
Free.
So it's $45. It's 40% off, and it's pre-lit. 250 LEDs on this beautiful tree that you can change colors too. So you can get the warm glow, or you could do a rainbow if you're into that.
You know what's also great is that this won't burn your house down.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly. And we've paired it with some shatterproof ornaments, which I really love.
Shatterproof.
If you have pets or kids running around the house, or you're just clumsy, I mean, you can't go wrong. It's beautiful, and you don't have to spend a fortune on it too. And then you put it away, use it next year.
Well, we love it. It's some great stuff there, Adriana. Thank you so much. To get your hands on all these great products, and why wouldn't you? We encourage you to scan that QR code or head to today.com/shopthislish. We should mention Today earns a small commission on the purchases made through our links. Adriana, thank you. You've made the holidays that much brighter, safer, and we love it. We're back in a moment, but first, this is Today on NBC.
And the dismount. Man, back on the plaza, the Spirit of America cheerleaders. No room for error. As we bring you an early taste of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That's one of your favorite parts.
One of my favorite. There's so much electricity. They are incredible.
You and I should try that.
I don't think either one of us would survive. They're going to be back with more coming up in just a few minutes on the third hour. We're going to celebrate some birthdays first.
Absolutely. Let's bring on those tasty jars of Smucker's. Spin 'em, and let's see who we've got. First up, a happy 100th birthday to Zenobia M. Glover of Columbia, South Carolina.
Hey, Miss Glover.
That's right. An active member of the Young Women's Christian Association, enjoys giving back to community and inspiring the next generation. Happy 100th birthday to Lieutenant Eugene Richardson of Cleveland, Ohio, dedicating his time to lecturing youth and military audiences. Thank you for your service, sir. Hazel Dugan of Johnston, Rhode Island, 100. Today's super fan, fulfilling her longtime wish of getting on a Smucker's jar. So happy birthday, Hazel. Happy 100th to William Glickman of Somerset, New Jersey, a World War II vet. Secret to longevity? Exercise. He's part of our Start Today group. He walks on the treadmill every day until he was 90, so that's pretty good. Now get this, Marjorie Albright of Reading, Pennsylvania, 108.
Let's go.
Her family and spending time with her 20 great-grandchildren, really special. And guess what? We'll see your 108 and raise you to 109. Ruth Watkins of Cincinnati, Ohio. She loves her chili three ways, and she's one of the Reds' biggest fans. Once was invited to throw out the first pitch at a game. 109 and 108.
That's it. By the way, thank you guys for sticking around.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We're so excited. Coming up, we got Andy Cohen is Jenna's friend on the 4th hour, so cue the 7-second delay.
And we got the plants.
Hi,
gifts.
yeah, we're all here.
Bless. What a week it's going to be. First off, third hour. Country stars Lauren Elena, Chase Matthew. They're performing their new hit song just for us.
I also got Hank Azaria, too.
Oh, that'll be good. And speaking of music, we're going to leave you with a little more from our new friends from Texas, the LD Bell Blue Raider Band, ready to wow the world in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Enjoy that, and we're back after your local news.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.